Hello YouTube, this is ChardarYuGiOh playing some Spright Nimble Frogs for daily duels. Once again, lost rock, paper, scissors. Also, quick, something I noticed with YGO and Omega is the queue times have been very fast. And I don't know if it's people are just excited for Power of the Elements or Omega has put more into marketing advertisement. But normally I have to wait like a minute to get into a match, and it's been like almost immediate. So really appreciate that. Opponent taking a minute. We have two hand traps. Right of Aramacir. Neither hand trap is great against that. Summons token, gets Fateful Adventure. Now we have to right click a million times when it goes right into Fateful Adventure. Searches the Griffin, pitches the Draco back was already in hand. Draco back, target the token. We are not going to crow the Draco back. Griffin Rider, special itself. Oh, this is the Adventure Spright deck. Okay. Leads on starter. Summons blue. Tempted to imperm this, but I think what we need to have happen is our opponent goes into frogs or something. We imperm that. We try to crow. Alright, searches red. Honestly, I'm not even sure if it's worth trying to play through this. We'll wait to see our sixth card. But I almost don't want to show our opponent that we're playing Spright. Okay, they have Jet as well, leaning even more in that direction. Gets Smashers. Overlay, Gigantic. Activates Gigantic. We will imperm, target Gigantic. Opponent either has to give up the Griffin Rider or the Search. Gives up the Griffin Rider. Gigantic resolves. Detach blue. Summons Swap Frog. Activates Swap Frog. Dumps Ronin Totem. Leak summons into Elf, activates Elf, targeting Swap Frog. We're going to crow, target the Swap Frog. Opponent chains red, tributes Elf. Swap Frog comes back. Dumps Swap Frog. Then if we draw like exactly Dark Ruler no more, we'll keep playing. But right now I think it's more worthwhile not to show our opponent what we're playing. Makes Toad. Because like just right now, we can normal the Beaver, opponent negates it with Toad, steals the Beaver, and then we summon something with starter. Red tributes our own Beaver to negate it. Oh, goes back into Elf. My work email just went off, which is weird because it's like 10:30 at night. The adventure stuff put in some work there. I think these hand traps would have been enough if it weren't for the Griffin Rider. We draw an Ash and we'll concede. We'll attempt to concede. Opponent's going to activate the Toad. Yes, we want to surrender. On to game 2. We're going first. Go down Dark Ruler. Go up Judgments. Anything else we want to change? Ogre seems pretty good. arguably better than the Valors. They kind of do the same thing because we would save the Valor for the Gigantic anyway. Try it like that. We will go first. This hand is fantastic. Normal swap, activate swap, dump a Ronin. Special red preemptively, just give us some protection. Special blue, effective blue, search jet. Special jet, effective jet, search starter. Go into elf, activate elf, target swap frog, effective swap frog, dump dupe frog, activate Ronin, banish dupe, summon back Ronin, two level 2 dark monsters. Can make that work. Make a toad. Activate starter. Special. Another jet. Take 13. During either player's turn, when an effect is activated, attached to you, negate the activation. If you do, inflict 500. Make Gin Buster, set Judgment, keep Crow in hand, and pass the turn. Guess we should have dumped Swap Frog, kept Dupe in deck, summon Dupe from Toad, protect our stuff from being attacked. Would have been somewhat smarter play. Summon a Swap Frog, activate the Swap Frog. Dump the last Swap Frog. Like, I was thinking dumping the Swap Frog was more valuable, but if we're going for Jin, keeping Jin in red from being attacked. Also probably should summon red in defense, but I'm so used to playing like massive monsters. Rite of Aramacir. We're gonna let this resolve. Because shutting our opponent off of normal summons, like Swap Frog and Nimble Beaver, seems pretty valuable. Summons a token, summon activates Fateful. Opponent activates Fateful. Gets the Griffin. Pitches another Rite. So a really good thing we didn't negate that. We will attempt to negate the Griffin. Alright, Griffin's negated, opponent takes 5. Opponent attempts to move to next phase. Activate, target, blue. Special summon blue. Fateful Adventure triggers. Blue triggers. Search. Jet. Equips directly. Dracoback. Targets red. I don't know why they didn't target the Toad, but we're not going to complain. Opponent activates E-Telly. We will Toad that. Send swap to grave. I don't remember if we had Ghost Ogre in the deck or not, but we will set Itelli just in case. Opponent normals Jet, sure. If they special blue, I think we have to negate it. If they special red or carrot, we let it go. Link summons right into Elf. That is very okay. Activates Elf, targeting the Jet. Well, we have a Crow for that. Target the Jet. And now if they have blue, we still have the Judgment for a blue. Alright, opponent scoops it up, and on to game 3. Go down Judgment, go down Imperms. We did have Ogres in the deck. Probably cut Tactics, go up. Cyframes, go up. Cherries, maybe don't cut Imperms, maybe cut Called By. Cut Dupe. Is there anything else we really want here? Try it like that. Just have a bunch of hand traps. We draw the driver. Again, why would we not draw driver? It's like every single match we have to draw driver. Opponent has a Rite of Mace here. Summons the token. Gets Fateful Adventure from deck. Activate Cherries. Does opponent have Called By? I remember at the 2017 Nationals, everyone was playing the Zodiac. I main decked 1 Cherries. It was fantastic. I saw it like the entire day. It was disgusting. Reveal Gigantic. Get to look at our opponent's extra deck. They're playing the Fire Charmer. Other than that, this looks very similar. Opponent loses a couple Gigantic Sprites. Hopefully that hurts them. I wonder if we should have taken the Elf. Maybe taking Elf would have been better, but Gigantic Sprite keeps them from getting to swap Frog if they don't already have it. I don't know. Let me know what you think, if that's better or worse. Opponent has a starter, grabs blue, activates blue, triggers Fateful. We're going to Imperm to negate the blue. Normally I would want to save it for the Gigantic, but by the time our opponent gets to Gigantic, they're going to have a Griffin Rider on the board. And so we won't get to Imperm it anyway. And then if they just have no other Sprites in hand, this should stop them. Unfortunately, we don't have a lot of follow-up going on either. We're looking at red driver. We have a driver that's essentially a blank card. Prosperity might find us something, but red is not the best one to open. Searches Griffin Rider, pitches Draco back. Draco back, targets the token. Normal's Ash Blossom, going for Hawk or Baron. Also, why would you not summon the Griffin Rider? Oh, they're locked out of it from starter. Okay. Also, they have to make... Like, Elf is the only thing they can make here. Okay, these are a couple of very powerful cards, but they restrict each other in some pretty big ways. Activates Hulk. Grabs Plague Spreader. This could be a problem. So now they can make Elf. Keeps the token. Elf, target Plague Spreader. Sets 1. Sets 2. Oh, this is not at all what I expected them to do. I was expecting Elf summon back the blue, Plague Spreader summon back itself, and then make something. Alright, we have an Ash, which is unexciting. Well, we are all in on this Prosperity. One Elf, Kikalos, Almirage. Dark could be good. Buster. Soul Sweeper. I guess we don't really have a good way to make... How can Dark could both be good? Maybe one of the Gigantics. Opponent chains Griffin Rider, special summons itself. So Griffin Rider is a problem here. How do we get out of this? I think it's like Swap Frog and hope. Grab Swap Frog. Put 5 back. Normal summon Swap Frog. Activate Swap Frog. Alright, opponent change Griffin Rider, and yeah, we cannot beat that. I feel like the die roll is going to matter a lot in these Spright mirrors. Like, if you go first, you'll probably win game 1, and then we went first and won game 2, and then lost game 3. Having playtest in the mirror a lot as well, so our opponent's probably just more experienced. And then also opening red and drivers. We had a lot of things working against us that game, but GG opponent.